Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to Hockmed Gaming. I am Hockmed. We're back with some more Canadian syrup, poutine, eating, loving, car fixing, driving game. Mon Voyage. Yeah. All right, let's see. Just waking up. We need to down some maple syrup, down some poutine, and let's see. Oh, let's call Mom. Is it 2109? Do I remember?
Tu te ponnes toujours sur tes autos, toi, hein? Pas comme ton branleux de frère toujours assis sur sa galerie.
Yeah. Talk about my brother like that. All right. So where did we leave off? I think we left off. We wanted to finish the sugar shack today, get it built. We should be able to get the garage started at least. We don't need that powered right now. I think everything we need is down here. Let's get our chainsaw. How are we on money? 600 bucks. We're not doing terrible. Not a whole lot to go crazy with, but we got a bunch of logs down here to split, so we got a lot of firewood. Let's, I'm just going to grab the chainsaw real quick. We're going to throw that in there. That way it doesn't bounce out. Let's cut down. I forgot how much these brakes suck on this thing. Alright, turn that on. You know what? Let's turn that off. Alright, let's get some pine cut down. Let's get the sugar shack completed. Alright, that should do it there. Try to cut it down towards the truck. Alright, let's fill this guy up. Did have a couple tips. Can go ahead and I can like put the, I guess, the back seat of the car into the truck, so I can sleep inside of the back seat, which is definitely a nice idea. Oh, there we go. Don't know when I'm gonna do that. If I'm going to or not. I'm not sure yet. I seem to make it home, or try to make it home anyway. Good enough. And we are just going to leave the... Just go back it on up here. Probably could have fit maybe one more on there. Would have been a little tight. I don't remember how much we even need, but we definitely need more than I think we've cut right now, which is fine. Yeah, I also wanted to go get the seed from the top of the one windmill. Or wind turbine, I guess, technically. So definitely want to do that. I need to go stop and talk to my brother, so maybe... Is that it? Seems about right. So maybe we'll get the sugar shack built, or we'll try to keep an eye on the time here. And... Oh, I need the chainsaw. And if it starts getting a little too late, then we'll try to load up some firewood, go dump that off at his house, and talk to him. That way tomorrow, I think, will be the last day we need to talk to him to start the garage. But we obviously want to keep talking to him, because I'm trying to remember. I don't remember if we buy it at the car shop once we unlock that, or if we get the air compressor from him. I feel like for some reason it's from him. I don't know how long that's gonna stay, but we're gonna roll with it for now. It's gonna stay just a couple moments. That's about it. That should help things. It might fall out here. Definitely gonna fall out. We're gonna lose 2 of them. If that's okay. I know my brake is still on, by the way. I am aware of that. Let's like pull right there. Get out of here. Oh, I was like, holy cow, was there that big of a hole there? But I was crouching. Because I should have a bunch of these planted already, too. So I probably could have grabbed the loppers and just make sure that I couldn't get saplings off these, but I think it's still too early. And I got a bunch planted, so. I think we're going to be okay. But I do want to keep checking on the saplings because I definitely want to make sure I get a bunch more maple, at least maple, so I can get our grove going huge. I don't know how many we're going to have, but we're going to go till at least it stops insulting us at the machine. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll know soon enough, hopefully. Also need to go into town, say hi to the people there. At least the 2 in the gas station. Am I really not getting close enough? There we go. Feel like we're close. Maybe another, what, 2 rows of it? Which with this, like, kind of got me, as weird as it sounds, I started playing some Beam and G at Drive again. Actually playing with a couple of friends, buddies I've met from the Content House Guild, or Discord and group. A bunch of awesome guys there, and a lot of big plans, and play a lot of games. But either way, it got me into the RLS career mode, and I've been seeing some videos on it. And it's actually pretty fun. So I might do some videos here and there of the career mode as well. The in-game one, I don't, from what I remember, I don't know what's changed since last time I played it. It wasn't terrible at all. It's obviously still being worked on, but the RLS mod really added some stuff to it, and revamped it up a little bit and changed it just a hair, and it's fun. It's a blast. It really has promise, and I've been enjoying doing it. All right, let's just leave you here for the moment. Let's see, what are we looking at? Oh, we're almost there. 11 more logs. Felt like those were a little closer for some reason. All right, 9 more logs. That's all we need. We'll grab these 2, throw them in there, hop in the truck, go cut down. What do we need? Another probably 2 trees. Whoop. I might have feel like I have another tree down still over here that I didn't get everything from, or did I get it all? I must have got it all. Alright, let's cut down this one, because we'll probably have maple trees over here, maybe. I don't really know. I feel like the few times I've played this, I always, like, go right along the building, make it hard to get in and out with my truck and trailers, and then I always put them over here. So I'm not really sure. Not sure what route I'm going to go. Either way, give me this. Give me this. So what do we need? 8 more, was it now? We needed 11, 10. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think either way, I'm going to have to cut down at least one more. That's fine. Let's just go dump these off. And I know the emergency brake is on. I am leaving it on purpose. It just kind of drives a little bit better, I think. The acceleration's a little bit better. It stops way better. Like, I don't know, when you let off the gas, it like deaccelerates at just such a nice little pace. So, that's me. I know I'm doing it. Alright, let's let's whip you around here. And I don't have to keep setting the lock back on every time I put it down. Smash that truck up. And I definitely need to get some money saved up, because I want to get that $5,000 spent on the little car parts place so I can get the shop opened up as quick as possible as well. You could say I'm kind of like speed running it, but I'm just trying to get past this stuff that I have done quite a few times, and if you've played the game, you have as well. But I haven't gone super far past, like I have the other cottage, and I might be spoiling stuff for you, but it gives you something to look forward to. I've had the other cottage, I've had some plants growing there, but not to a big scale by any means, so. Move back. Further. Okay, no problem. Okay, further. Oh, now you're too far. Come back here. Yes, sir. All right. We now have a sugar shack. And I'm kind of an idiot, because I got to get to my brother's. So I might as well. Let's see. Good enough. I'll turn you off because we're going to be just a little bit here. Might as well chop some trees down here and take a load to him, right? I know we have a bunch of firewood over here already, but let's just chop down some more stuff here. Plus we get it out of the middle of the road here. A little more room to drive through. Then we'll take the wood chipper over there and cut that up there, and then we can have some wood right there by the by the sugar shack. In fact, I probably Should go into town and buy some hoses and stuff. And some syrup taps because last I knew, I don't know what they've changed. I didn't really read a whole lot on it. Oh, you must be shut off. You can only buy so many a day, and we're gonna need a lot, so might as well start stocking up on that as we can. Should definitely do some fishing. Because that'll make us, depending on the size fish we catch, like I said, the bucket holds 20 fish, and it's paid by weight. I mean, we could easily make $1,000 off of that. And I haven't hit a limit yet. I've sold like 2 full buckets in a day. I don't know if there is one or not. Like where the firewood, we have a limit. But we definitely want to get firewood over there anyway. For 1, money, and 2, for when we tell him to build the garage, he needs whatever it is. I'm trying to remember, 48 or 64, I believe, pieces of firewood to start it. And I'm pretty sure it's just for payment for him doing it. I don't think they're using the firewood to build the garage, but I don't know. I live extremely close to Canada, just being in Michigan. I mean, there's parts of Canada that's actually further south than Michigan, so. But I'm going to assume they don't build their garages out of firewood. I'm not talking the root of, like, firewood. Yes, I know firewood is just a tree and wood comes from trees. I just meant, like, actual firewood split off the splitter. Just to clarify. So I think I already have some logs in the pile. Like I said, taking too much ain't going to hurt. Because we can always just stop there and throw it in the circle once he has room for it. And it's already there. And it looks like I should probably stop. No, I think I'll make it into town. Buy some maple syrup there. I know I have some in the fridge, but if I'm going into town anyway, might as well buy it there, fill up on it instead of wasting it from the fridge. This is probably pretty good for a haul. A lot of this is probably going to fall out because that's how it goes. Like I said, it's the jankiness in the game, and I don't think I would want this game or a game like this with less jank or no jank. As weird as that sounds. Just like when you sometimes play like games, especially like co-op games, and there's like bugs, shit, little stuff that happens. I don't mind it, especially if it's funny stuff. Like, I'm definitely cool with that. All right. I just lost a bunch of wood deciding to stop there. Oh, maybe not. All right, so let's go drop this off at the bros. Let's try not to hit that bump so hard. Fill up the truck with fuel. Oh my god, we're about out of fuel. This thing gets like 1 gallon a mile, I think. I think one thing that kind of stinks too is you can't, that I have seen, unless it's in the game now, you can't buy more fuel tanks. Like, you just get what you get, but something may have changed. All right, let's. All right, so that is full. I'm so used to hitting like S or W or S for like brake and then reverse. But when you're driving reverse, it's, you're actually using the gas pedal. I only get that problem when I'm using mouse and keyboard, obviously. There's a lot of wood here, so we probably got another Oops, at least full set of to fill that up with. I do need to check too and see if it's worth it to sell logs. I don't. If I remember right, it never used to be. All right. Oh, I almost forgot to go talk to him. So I think this will be 24. Yep, 24. And I'm pretty sure, unless it's changed, 25 should be the garage. I shouldn't have left the truck running. All right, we need to get scooting to town. I know I'm gonna buy like the speedometer gauge and the gear gauge just to put in the truck or car, whatever I drive most. I think there's only one available. So if I buy one Friday, then I can buy one, I think it's Sunday, right? For the meat, the car meter, not car meat, the parts store next to the church. Cop sits somewhere here, right there. I forgot all about the bar too. Because I think we can make like moonshine or wine or rum. We make something. All right, we made it. We were probably getting close. We were getting close on fuel. Yeah, give me that super. If I would have thought about it, I would have filled up the wood chipper, the four-wheeler, and grabbed my gas can and brought it back, but that's all right. That's all right. I'm just trying to hurry up and fill this up. Got a couple of maple syrups. Try to get to the syrup factory down there. I don't know what time they close. Come on, come on, come on. Almost half tempted. I should have went there first, but I didn't want to risk it on the fuel.
Ah ben t'es bien fin. Hey, hein, fais-tu assez beau quelque peu aujourd'hui? Yes, sir.
All right, got both of them going. Oh, cop sometimes also sits down here. I really don't want a ticket. That would really hurt the old pocketbook. I need to remember this number too, that up on that sign. Okay, we have plenty of time. So. Oh, did they change that? Either they changed it or I remember it wrong. You know what? This is dangerous, but I'm gonna have to make sure I just try to drive slow. Those are still limited. Okay, well that's good to know. Then I'm not really super worried about getting a ton of them, but I definitely want to have some on hand for all them trees that we plan to grow. I don't remember how many days it takes, but if it's Sunday or Saturday, this place is closed. The sooner we get maple syrup up going, the sooner we get some, so to speak, kind of pretty much passive income-ish. Like we still have to get in there, make sure we keep the wood burning and stuff powered. I don't think I'm worried about that right now. So this can go in the back of the truck, so that'll hold a lot more. You know, like you see the price, like this bigger fast flowing valves. The electric auto heater, this I really want, but we need power first. We can can it, then we can give these as gifts. Don't know if talking to him matters, but we're going to. And then I can get bigger tanks for outside. So if I have a trailer, I drive in there to unload it. If I have barrels, I put them in there. You know what? Let's grab one barrel, just in case. And then we have the syrup tanker. I don't know if I remember that last time I played. I can't remember. No, I think I did, because I was so freaking packed in that area, I didn't... I couldn't drive through how I wanted because I had all my trees there already. Alright, so good here. Boom. Took a picture with the phone, so I remember the number. Oh, fans behind us. Should probably shift. Yeah, sometimes there's a cop right up here, I believe. There's a bunch of different spots they sit. I think that's one. Then we need to hit level 50 with Ma, so we can get the deep frying basket. And that will allow us to make our own poutine, and we won't have to buy it. And I think then we can make bags of potatoes, too. And then we can sell those to the restaurant. I don't remember if they sell for a lot or not, but... at some point, we're probably going to have a crap ton of potatoes. Something's going on outside my house, because that's like the fourth siren I could hear go through. And I was... thought it was in game multiple times. I was like, is that the cop in here? Alright, we have to just take this turn nice and slow. Which I have a hard time doing. I have a hard time just being slow. Like, I just want to hammer down and go. But every time I do, I end up usually off this turn up here, off the one that we just went through, the little like S, kind of S curve around that mountain going into town, into the ditch by my garage pad. Yeah, there's been multiple places. All right, let's drop this stuff off to the sugar shack. Let's go to the turbine, grab those seeds so we can get those planted, so we can get collecting. Getting crops going is big. Hey, that's some firewood. All right, there we go. You can go in there. I mean, no, all this stuff can just go out here for now. So I do have a plan, different than how I normally have done it in the past, for the trees a little bit. I used to like zigzag them back and forth. I think I'm going to just go in a straight row, run them down, have one of these at each end, and just all tied together and come right into here. But this here is what I was talking about, get insulted. Like, I have 0 maple trees connected very, very bad, and it'll, tear me apart for a while. There, I'll stick. Alright, so that's good, that's good. I should be fine on poutine. If not, I got one in the truck, so. Alright. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Which, I think it's the turbine over here. Well, over here, but... Calculated. This turn on the map actually shows like slow down. That one or this one, or I think it's this one. This is kind of what I wanted, just a little shortcut. In fact, while we're over here, let's head over to the beach and grab a couple of the parts that I think I remember over here. I think it's that way further, but don't know if I can get there from this way. Usually I follow the road, but this is dumb. I don't even know why I'm trying. I'm gonna end up in the water having to... Let's just jump this, get over it, make sure I'm good. I think right in here, right? Yes. And this is the seats for the buggy. And I think it should be right here next to it, I believe. Should be a couple parts for the car in there, maybe? Yep. We got... What was that? That was the... Well, a diff and like the rally off-road bumper. I think that's it for over here. A lot of buggies. I think there's quite a few buggy parts that come from the junkyard, which we obviously haven't unlocked yet. And then I feel like the cottage that we try to buy or we get, I don't remember what happens. I think we buy it. I think there's the last part in there, if I remember right. I think it's that turbine over there. I think it's the far one. And then I think we have one more thing we can get by one of these trees. I feel like there's a steering wheel over here. Right there. All right, we'll just walk down and get it. I don't lose momentum going up this hill. All right, we're going to turn you off. I don't remember if the batteries die. I don't think so. We'll run down here. We'll grab this steering wheel. And then we'll go get the seats. I don't remember. One tower, I think, has another adjustable wrench. I feel like that one has the wrench, that one's empty, and that one has the seeds. I'm not 100%. Well, we're going to go in this one first. This is what my gut is trying to remind me of. So we're going to go in this one first. And from there... we will choose the next one. And I think that number is what hooks us power up to the grid. I don't remember if the construction company number or that one does. So I might take a picture of that if I remember. Nice tall ladder. I don't remember if there's fall damage or not in this game. I don't know if I want to find out. Well, I mean, I think I do. I think I do know I don't want to find out. Ah, yes, it's the right one. I said, just a little bit of a walk. Oh, I didn't even check to see if our plants needed water today. Oh, I'm so bad. All right, and I don't... If I'm wrong, let me know. If you happen to know. I don't think there's anything of importance in those. Like I said, I think that one has an adjustable wrench in it. I don't really need that. I have one. I can buy them. They're not that expensive. But I guess if it ever comes down to it and I lose them all and the shops are closed and I have to have one, I'll get it. Boom. Picture. Like I said, I feel like I called that number to get power hooked up to the house. Once I get the money, of course. Definitely don't have that now. All right. Nice and slow. Try to keep our eye on that stuff. Yep, that's off. It's not so much the speed, right? It's the bumps. Steering wheel is kind of like in a floaty spot. There it goes. I think it was like hitting the hitbox of that bumper. All right, so we can go back. I definitely don't want to fall off these cliffs this time. Not with stuff back there. Definitely make it hard to find. Bumper I'd be able to find, probably without an issue. The weed seed should be good. It should stay in the cab. The steering wheel might be a problem. And the rear end could be. It could be a pain in the butt to find. Yeah, then we wake up, call Mama. We'll go talk to Brother right away, just so we don't forget. Oh, we'll check plants. I thought I was gonna do a little bit more flipping or something with that. Leave that in the truck. Give me this. Oh, good. They're both watered. How many we got here? 2. Here we go. Get them guys. Get them growing. We'll just throw. Oh, this we can put right onto here. It's kind of weird. We don't have to bolt or do anything on the buggy. Bumper. Yep, that's good. And then our rear diff for our car. Fishing stuff, I think we're good. Plants are watered, we're good. Time is it? Yeah, I think it's a good time to go to bed. Good time. We wake up at a good time, 4 or 5 a.m. I feel like that's just a hair early. I think it should wake us up at like 6:30. I think. Yes, okay. Worst case, it would have been 7. All right. That. No, I don't think there's any reason you have to close that, but I do. Sometimes. Watered, 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 watered. We got 2 buckets. So those are good. Call Mom. I almost forgot about calling old Mom. Call her. And while we're here, let's just call. Get the number here.
Des courses la nuit? T'es mieux de pas faire ça, là. Tu devrais aller parler à Normand en place pour qu'il rouvre la traque, là. Ça a bien plus de sens et bien moins dangereux.
Where's my gallery? Nope, right there. Okay. It might be too early. So 555 4743. Okay, so we can call them in a minute. But let's try the construction. I'm sure it's probably the same thing. I don't know how many fives I hit. 7623. They're probably closed till 8. Yep, till 8. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Let's... Where is our fuel? I think it's down there. Let's go grab our fuel tank. Fill up the wood splitter. I think I'd rather, if there should be some left over, I think I'd rather put it in the generator by the house. 4-wheel will run out of fuel, but I feel like it has a decent amount in it to start. Yeah, like if we needed to, we could hook up like them 3, 4, 5 maple trees, 2 of them, and all those. I think we're just gonna wait for these guys to pop up. How far are we? We are kind of far away. I don't know. Like I said, I'm kind of going fast, but I'm not like super worried about it. Okay, that's topped off. We'll go put 40% into the generator by the house. It should be, if not 8 a.m., it'll be friggin' within seconds, but I think we're about there now. Let's point out. Yeah, because the sooner we ain't got to mess with this, the better. But we're a ways from it, because we still have to pay to hook up power. Like I said, then we get a power bill, not a huge deal. But we have to buy that, what is it? It was like 28,000 or 18,000 for the freaking electric boiler for the factory anyway, the sugar shack. All right. Just kind of curious what's new here, if anything. Like some paved road to your home, 115,000. Paved road on Francis side with his help, 60. Paved home parking's 20, and paved road to the sugar. Okay. Yeah, I don't believe the sugar shack was there before. I think that's new. And then we have 4743. Oh, I'm actually happy I did that, even though I'm not ready. It takes a few days. They send me a letter in the mail. I called mom, right? Mother talked to today, yes. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go say hi to Francis. Go into town, say hi to the gas station people. It is Friday. Might have a couple bucks. Find how much firewood we get to sell here. I'm just gonna park right here. Buy a couple parts from the guy. I just completed the second floor. So much for. Can you help me with my garage? Just had a rush order for firewood. Can you give me 48 pieces of firewood quickly? I'll start your garage. Okay. Might not have enough here right now, but I think between this and the pile over there, we should be good. And I know one of these logs sell for different type, like price amounts, and if I was smart, I would have put the cheapest ones in here, but I don't think I care that much. As stupid as that sounds, since I just complained and said we don't have a lot of money, I'm going to buy some stuff, but we'll get there. Once we get rolling on the maple syrup and plants, stuff like that, we'll do all right. What are we looking at? How many do we have? 6 more. 1, 2. Well, let me see here. What is this? Maple. That maple sells for 8. Birch sells for 13. Pine sells for 20. All right, so we'll just throw the maple over here. So I definitely want to sell him pine if I'm going to do firewood. At some point here, you don't pretty much start working on the garage tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, if I actually put it in the circle, then I just like click it and it pulls it right out of my hand. I ain't got to fling it or anything. But that's all right. So pine sells for more. Maple's for the trees. I think birch might be the one that burns the longest. I just don't remember. Okay. We could if we needed to put a couple more here, but ain't gonna take a whole lot more. All right, talk to him. Garage will be started tomorrow, so that's awesome. So I want to try to remove my carb tonight. I don't know if it matters. I don't think so, but I want to be sure. Want to be sure. Yeah, get that going, then we'll be able to start working on the cars. Getting my old beater back there, my jalopy, set up for something. Not sure which way I want to go yet. Might try to get some input from you guys to see which way you want me to take that car. Because there are multiple cars. I couldn't tell if there was... Dude, the brakes on this suck. See, I'm trying to hold, no potato. Okay. What is, there's like a derby car that you can't do a whole lot to, but I think, like, cars that you can rebuild, like, completely, like, do everything. I think there's 2. I believe. Because there is the Prinz and then the Koenig or whatever that we have now. Alright, digital speedometer. I want this. This helps me know when I'm speeding. Talk to him. Yeah, so I gotta spend $5,000 total. I have 800. I don't care about the tag. This one's not a huge deal either, but it is kind of nice to see. Yeah, parts are very limited what I'm going to buy from here, so I'll probably buy, like, some suspension, maybe, like, some wheel spacers. I don't really know. Need to complete the demolition derby at the Speedway, and then need to complete the championship at the Speedway to unlock those. Probably get, like, a hood, you know, some stuff that ain't a huge deal. I just don't want to spend too much money on crap that I'm just going to replace. And I should be going into the bar at night, too. There might be reputation in there that'll be kind of being left behind. Might as well fill up the truck again. burn up so much fuel. I mean, all we did was what? Yesterday we filled up. We went down just down the road to the Maple place. Back home to the wind turbine, down on the beach just for a little bit, then back home, then here. I mean, that's half a tank of fuel. Gas mileage sucks. All right, we got you filled up. Yeah, I want to buy more gas tanks, but I don't believe you can. Should have brought the fishing rod and bucket. We could have went fishing. Actually, you know what I might do? I might buy another one. That's what I did on my solo save that I started. I haven't been back in it yet. But I bought one and just left the pole right down here so I didn't have to haul it around.
Ah ben, content de te voir. Hey, dis-moi donc, qu'est-ce que c'est fait tu mets pas d'ordinaire dans tes bazous, toi?
Il dit que le sang, ça y tombe sur un œil. Ben oui.
Ben ouais.
Yes, let's do that. We'll pay this off, like, right now. So I'm not too worried about it. Tighten you up, you're good. Get out of my way. You're going to be right back in there in a second. That's fine. And I think, like I said, I think you can catch different fish in different areas so far with my testing. Whoa, no. You stay on this pavement. Set that, lock that, and not face towards the water. I walked across the water, or swam, I guess, technically, whatever you want to call it. It was walking to the lighthouse, and as I came back, I went over there and came back. I watched my car roll down the hill into the water. Somewhere right here to kind of stand up. I don't think it really needs to anyway. So then, yeah, we'll catch 20 fish, and then we're going to leave the pole right there. We know where it is. And then we have one at home we can fish. If we're there and it's late, we just want to waste some time. Or we're in this area. Like I said, I haven't caught the striped bass anywhere but here so far. I've only fished in 2 places, right? 3 here, the bridge over by the maple syrup part supply, and then at home. And here in the other place, just down the road, I've caught the striped bass, but I haven't caught it at the house yet. Speaking of striped bass, yeah, like 25 pounds. Kind of a little guy, but bigger than a lot of the other fish you catch. So far, anyway. Fishing's easy. Cast it out there. When your rod hits the side, click your button again, and boom, fish caught. There we go, 40.5 pounds. I don't think I've ever caught back-to-back striped bass. So I think from what little bit I've done, it's RNG on what fish you catch, but it's from a list of fish that is catchable where your stuff is, if that makes any sense. I'm trying to decide, like, time-wise versus money. I think fishing makes more than firewood. Like, I'd actually have to, like, time it out, but usually a bucket of fish, probably all the ones I've sold on average, like $1,000, especially when I have striped bass sitting in there. But it does take a couple hours, I guess, by the time you cut down a tree, split it, load it, drive it, and you're limited per day. Cast back over here. Felt like I caught 2 of them right like that way. I don't think that matters, by the way. I don't think. Come on, come on. And it is cool. Like I said, it keeps track of your best length and poundage of fish. So, and it'll show you there. Like if you've seen it said, like best, I think it says. And it's just trash, and it just falls through the world. It like disappears. And then that paper where we sell the fish at, I think shows your biggest catches. So Sunday, I'm gonna try to remember to go buy another. Yeah, see, like best size, length, and weight. I'm gonna try to go back and get another digital speedometer and like gear display. Ooh, oh yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's a big boy there. Yeah, there's a ton of striped bass I'm catching right now. Come on, give me another one. That's right. I mean, because if not, you're looking at what, like 1 to 5-ish pounds per fish, and you can only hold 20, or you can catch 20, 30, 60-pound bass and 20 of those. Big difference in what you make off of it. "21-inch northern pike, huh? That's a little guy. I think the longest one, northern pike, that I've caught in real life, what was it? 32 inches, maybe? I don't remember the weight, that's for sure. I'm 6 foot tall, and it was probably at least half of me. So yeah, it was. I don't think I measured it either. Whoops. But I remember the picture, and it was about half the length of me, I think. I'll just see if I can find it. If I can, I'll throw it up on the screen. If you don't see it, either I forgot or I couldn't find it. Yeah, like this is like fishing's great for money, but there's not a whole lot happening. That's the problem with it. Playing solo, like that, you're not trying to entertain or something to that extent the best you can, then, it's chill and relax. But like me trying to, you know, give content and do stuff and have stuff happen, not a lot of stuff happens here. 6 more fish, though. But I still want to showcase it. Still want you to see the fishing. Stupid trash. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait for the announcement of Santa Ghost's next one. Like I said, it's got to be something in the same realm, right? Because he said he's going to take everything he learned from this one and apply it to his next game. And I kind of like the pace of it. I like the difficulty of it because it's not my summer car or newly my winter car, which is harder than my summer car, apparently. I guess in the description, I read it. I'd recorded a video and it's already been up and posted. Me just checking it out, but I read the description later, like underneath description, not it's the little one up on the side, and it definitely says you should play my summer car first and learn the systems before you come into my winter car. But this one obviously is way on a more of a casual scale. Like it's nowhere near as hardcore as that, which is fine. But it's nice to have this kind of middle zone. Like maybe you liked my summer car, but it just was just a little too much for you. Than something like this kind of get the same concept of the game, but not as hardcore part side of it. So, as of no wrench size, you just got a wrench, take stuff off, 2 different bolt sizes, and pretty basic. I can't. Oh, let's go. 2 more fish. I can't tell you which one has more content because I haven't played enough of my summer car to really tell you. I've hopped in and played it a few times here and there, and then just never really sat down and played it. But I think after this one, look at that little guy. All right, one more. After this game, I think I'll do one on my summer car, see what I can get out of that, and get that done, and then probably move to my winter car. That's kind of the plan. But I do have a couple other ones that I got that kind of the same style, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I'll just live stream my summer car. That way people can come in there and tell me what I'm doing wrong, because I'm sure that'll be extremely helpful. Alright, let's go sell these guys. I mean, what? I don't know what time we started fishing. It's about 12:31 because the bells went off when we were there, and those go off at noon. So we'll just call it 4 hours in game of fishing. Oh my god. Not even backing up. Boom, $800. Yep, so it's going to show my max. Like I said, I've caught other fish at home, and it's gone down to about there. And then this, I'm going to leave right there. So if I decide to come into town to go fishing, my bucket's there. But that was another $800 some, right? So that's ain't going to hurt anything, that's for sure. And just so you know, I'm keeping actually in kilometer per hour. I'm not switching to freedom units. But just in case you prefer it, you can click the side of this button here and actually change it to miles per hour. Miles per hour. Which is helpful because all the speed limits are in miles per hour. You gonna stop? Stupid. Like in town, it's 50 there, and I think it's 30 in some spots. Like on the way to the gas station or the Maple Supplies place, it's like 30, 70 through here, so I'm speeding right now. I also have never seen a cop on this road, though, so... Okay, while I'm thinking of it, let me get this car out of the way. I don't think... Have I bought an air pump yet? I don't remember. Let's get you out of here. That should be fine right there. I feel like I did. There. Let's get these tires pumped up just in case I gotta take this beast somewhere. Don't know what I want them set to. Let's go 35. Ideally, we're going to get new tires at some point. We don't need studded winter tires in this game that I know of. And there's some other games like this. Like if you haven't really seen these kind of games before and you're kind of watching them now and you're interested, I mean, most people are going to tell you, from what I've seen and researched, between this and my summer car are about the best in the genre. Like I said, my winter car just came out. That already has great reviews, so that's going well. So that'll probably be added to the list, undoubtedly. And then there's some other ones that are similar, like Junkyard Truck. That one's not a bad game. I enjoyed that one. Are those what? I need. And what is there? It's like an OHV one, which I'm curious about. I think that's early access. I haven't seen enough to pay. I feel like the price tag's a little hefty on that for what I've read, like content wise, but I don't know. Another one I got that I'm been waiting for a few more updates to try to take care of a few issues I didn't like was Will It Wheel. So that's another one that's, similar kind of style. So there's some more out there. There's some other ones too. If you know any, throw them in the comments for me, and that'll help out other people. Just in case they like these kind of games and want to go further with them. All right, so what do we need here? Let's remove this. Oh, I thought I hit my truck. Let's put this like there. Let's definitely gonna need more post. Put that like there. So right now I'm just kind of trying to prep. Need to cut this tree out of the way. Get this one gone. Just leave that brake on. We're gonna pull up here. I'm gonna get this tree out of here. Get the chainsaw. That helps with those things. I will say this, overall, I'm happy. I got on, I said, this is what my goal is, and we did all of it, right? I'm pretty sure we did everything. I wanted to get the garage built, done, get the sugar shack done. I don't think, oh, and then it was a little bit later of a goal, but go to the maple syrup parts supply place to get some stuff, but it looks like those are not limited anymore. So, unless I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure you could only buy like whatever it was, 3 or 4 a day, and the hoses were like 4 a day. But I could be wrong, but man, I'm pretty sure it was. So I could take them taps out and just have them lay next to the tree, but at some point, I feel like they end up back in that dumpster down there because it's like a little lost and found. So we're just going to leave them up in here like this. We'll grab them and run them down that way. I just spit in my truck. Trying to switch the view. We are gonna put this stuff here. Get this out. Yeah, we are. We'll just throw all this in this pile over here. Like I said, we're gonna cut this, and then we can just I don't know if I'm going to do what I normally do or not. Normally I'll cut it. I'll just get it all in the shack here, and then I'll line it up along this wall and have it all stacked and split and ready to go. I'm sure I will. Actually, this barrel can go right here, and that'll be ready to fill once we get to that. And just in case you decided to get this game or play it for the first time or whatever the case might be, and you're kind of looking here to what to do, once you get the sugar shack up, you're gonna take these guys and carry this in your hand, and you'll see installing a maple tree. Pretty. That's installed. It kind of looks clear, you know, like clear plastic it is. And then, so you hook them to the trees, you know, link them together, and you can see there's two sides here. So you'd go like from this tree to here, and then from here to another tree, and so forth and whatnot. And then eventually you end up tying it into here. Right now it's too long to hit it, but you just tie it in here. And this only has one connection, as far as I know. So you would, you know, basically, like I'm gonna do here, like I can hook this one up now. I think, you know, if we do another row here, then I'll connect it from, you know, here to this pole, and then I'm going to run taps down, you know, like the whole side of the tree, start down there and tie them all together, and then this final one will connect here, you know, and then this will just go down the list. We'll probably have a bunch of poles over there where they all connect together or whatever. But that's how I'm gonna be doing it. And it's just red because it's not hooked up to anything. But we need these guys to to grow. All right, 17%. 17. So I think is it like 7 days to grow? Which again is why I wanted to get going quickly on it. And then I got like these rows here planted, and they're 21. You know, so I'll figure out how I'm going to tie those in as well. But actually, I'll probably, I think I actually already know I'm going to keep the poles. Probably run behind this thing here. And then I'll just come like right through the middle with the poles, and then run from this way to here to the pole, that way to here to the pole, and then there'll still be two spots to connect that way and connect that way. Probably what I'll end up doing. Yeah, and then once those are all hooked up, you just have to have your power on down at your house, a generator, or tied into the grid. Chances are you're going to have to run the generator, because if not, you're going to take a long time to get enough money to buy the boiler and the power grid. Yeah, and it'll tell you how many trees are connected. This will fill up. You'll kind of see it get dark, or kind of dark white. One or two. There is a torch in the garage, or the little shed up there. You bring it down here, throw some wood in there, light it. I don't know if it matters, this is open or closed. I feel like I always have it open. And then once the temperature gets up here, you just open that valve. That'll pull it from the tank, boil it, and send it to here. And this holds 240 liters, I'm assuming. And then you transfer there, and it'll fill up the barrel, and then you can go sell them barrels. Eventually, when you buy the other equipment, it'll hook up, and there'll be a big tap outside where you can park your trailer to fill that up and stuff like that. And this trailer, or this part here, what's this hold? 9,600 liters. So this is the bigger ones you can buy, stuff like that. But yeah, that syrup reserve that's in there's bigger, and it flows faster, and the boiler boils quicker. And then if you need maple syrup, you can just click on that and you'll drink maple syrup. You have a light and radio in here too. So just in case you're watching or you started doing the game, and you're obviously probably gonna, if you play it, you're gonna go further than I am. It's just a little help. All right, 1,800. We're good there. Let's head back to the house. I do have a lot of maple trees down here I could tie in. I don't think it's worth running power for like those few trees up there. But even these ones down here are kind of far away. Man, I put these really close to the road. I'd have to go get a bunch of posts to make sure I make them all the way to the sugar shack. Alright. And there's, you know, there is some hardcore mode-ish to it. Like, there's hardcore mode where you start with this, I think, but you don't get the truck to start. You don't get the four-wheeler. I don't remember if there's stuff missing from this or not. I better go drink some maple syrup before I die. There's permadeath mode. If you die, just delete your character. You're saved pretty much, and that's it. Then you start over. I've actually thought about just redoing my solo one into a hardcore one because I want to get all the achievements, and I'm not going to restart this one. So, all right, I'm going to sleep save, and then we're going to call it there. So I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Let me know any other ideas you have in here. At some point, I might throw the back seat into the truck. Most of the time, I make it home to sleep. But if I have a planned excursion, it'd probably be worth it to do. Next episode, I think we're gonna probably cut firewoods, get that sold. Anything else you guys can think of? Hopefully get some maple trees hooked up. Probably cut some wood down. Maybe we'll go to the sawmill and see how much the logs sell for. This, I think, takes like 3 or 4 days. But as you see, we got a frame there. And again, I mean, having the garage, is it that big of a deal? No. I can just park my car in there so it doesn't rust. But yeah. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button for me. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, if you would, it really helps out the channel and helps support me. I'm going to say it for the next few videos. Thank you again for all the support so far. I was able to hit YouTube partner, the first level of YouTube partnership. So definitely couldn't do it without you guys. Thank you for the support. Leave a comment below. Let me know any other things I should be doing. Trying to prep. And like I said, I'm trying to roll a little fast, but not like just instant fast, but just kind of setting up stuff I already know I need to set up. And I'm probably forgetting stuff. But yeah, thank you. Hope you have a wonderful night, evening, morning, and hope to see you next video. Bye.